today I'm going to be breaking down how I made the melody for Not Holy by Midwxst. First, I started off with this melody. I used Serum for it. I basically just made this chord. There's the effects and all that. If you want to remake it, go ahead. I think I'll put it in my new kit that's coming out, but not entirely sure. For that, I just put an EQ on it. Nothing crazy. Next, I added this lead. Sounds like this. This was also made in Serum, and that's what this looks like. And then for the effects, EQ, reverb, and a little bit of delay. After that, I added another lead. This one's kind of like, reminds me of like Pac-Man, or like kind of like an arcade type of vibe, but that sounds like this. So for this, I have EQ on it, reverb, a little bit of delay, and then what really makes the sound like kind of crazy, give it that crazy sound, is these Portal presets. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what bank they're from, but they make the sound super crazy. Next, I added this octave brass from Midwxst's kit. Everyone knows this one. Just follows the root notes. After that, I added this bass, and it basically follows the root notes with like a little bit of like ear candy to it. And that was also made in Serum. That just has a EQ on it. And then the last thing I added was this bell. And it sounds like this. It sounds all like crazy, just a basic EQ, and then I added these Portal presets on them, and it kind of gives it that like glitchy, like mechanical sound to it. And then all that together sounds like this.
What's up guys, it's Becker. I'm going to show you how I flipped 400th loop. To make things fairly simple, I pitched it down 100 cents as soon as I started, and I did some very minimal mixing overall to the melody since it was pretty much fine. There was a few things involved that I will explain, but here's what 400th melody sounds like now. Obviously the bass included, but we'll get there. So I took the main mount right here. After pitching it down 100 cents, I added a default destructor preset to it, nothing much. And then I threw in the second sound here, the synth, and just boosted some highs. And then the third sound, I put a little bit of reverse gross beat on vary a little bit and put convolver and reverb. The reverb is almost standard, just minor tweaks, and the convolver is on the blur pink preset. And then I just boosted the lows on this brass sound here. For the bell, I also didn't do much other than boost the highs, cut out some low, and add reverb, but it's still very standard reverb. Just the wet knob is turned down, the dry is very high. I wanted it to feel like a very tight room. And then the bass, I just boosted around 90 hertz. To move on to my drums are fairly simple. Here's what my drums sound like without the 808s. As you can see here, my hi-hats are just a very simple two-step pattern with some chops here and there and some pitch notes, but here's my pattern by itself. I just have a snare pattern here that is kind of simple, some velocity notes, and then I did put a slight roll at the end, but it is very like generic. And then I also put in this cymbal. And then for my 808 pattern, just kept it very simple. I added one additional pattern and played off of 400's bass. I got a cool little 808 roll going down here. And other than that, it's not much to this 808 pattern, very simple. Cool little sound. And then I have another pattern over here where I have this little like end roll. And yeah, that's it for the whole beat pretty much. And then, you know, obviously the tags. All the drums are from Midwxst kits. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Shout out to 400 for the loop. Stream Midwxst Not Holy on my SoundCloud. SoundCloud.com/Becker. And yeah, make sure you give my boy a like and a sub. Come check me out too if you're interested. And I hope you have a good another day depending on when you're seeing this. Yeah, I'm out of here. Peace.